Fucking EDM.
Bro, your favorite, bro.
Hell yeah.
Put the fucking glow sticks away.
Fucking take acid and shit and trip the fuck out. Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of On a Mental Note, a coffee table style podcast where we discuss how to change, grow, and evolve your mind, body, and your soul. On today's podcast, Jeff and I will be discussing burnout, how to avoid it, what is it, what does it do to you. So pull up a chair, take some mental notes, and join us for another episode of On a Mental Note podcast. And I did that with no script, bro.
Damn, you remember
Dude, limitless, bro. Limitless.
What?
Hey, is it me or is the fucking headphones don't sound? I can't hear you.
Turn my headphones
I
up,
can't
bro.
hear you
Come
in my
on,
right
bro.
ear.
Come on, bro. Hell yeah.
Dude, I feel like those DJs, bro. Fucking stupid, bro.
You can use that actually, right? For like the DJ shit.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can program these with like some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's up, man? Burnout.
Yeah, Burnout. Before we go to...
Thank you. Okay, go. Yeah. Wait, dude.
Fucking Burnout,
Hey,
bro.
is it sound all right?
Huh?
It sound all right?
Is your phone on? Or is it on mute? Or is it just me?
My phone.
No. The thing right there.
No, it's on.
It's on. All right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What?
Yeah, burnout.
Burn out.
You ever been burned out?
Yeah, I did. I'm fucking
Like from work?
I get in my car and then when I'm late, like fucking, oh shit, I got a minute. I fucking just get in my car, press the gas, burn it out, bro. Woo!
You see what I did right there? That was the Matrix, bro.
That's some bullshit.
That was the Matrix shit. I've heard this before.
All right, burnout in a sentence. It is physical and a mental fatigue and spiritual.
What the fuck
Damn, it's like a glitch, bro.
Bro, it's like someone stole what I said.
It's a fucking glitch, bro.
Bro, I need some credits on that one.
Yeah, I did. Fucking AK crap. Cited.
Have you ever been burned out, but not at work, just like
At life?
regular stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been burned out by just small, like not really small stuff, but like that's just a compilation of everything.
Like collecting spiders?
That shit's fun, dude.
Okay.
I would never get burnt out by collecting arachnids, bro. But
Whatever.
but that was when I was a kid, man. Those things were fun, but a compilation of different problems coming, when I don't assess them or I don't fucking do all the shit.
I gotta go, bro.
It's too fucking serious, man. Shit.
These fucking words are too big, bro.
Too big.
When I look at my SOP and assess
Exactly.
all the stresses on me.
But sometimes, I don't know why, I just take a break,
Yeah, I like taking breaks. I
yeah.
think breaks are important.
Yeah, especially now since I'm more mentally matured, I tend to learn how to breathe. Just like how we talked about, breathing is very important. We can't last without oxygen 3 minutes, right? The
I don't know.
Rule of three.
I held my breath for 17 minutes one time.
Damn, boy, you're fucking aquatic. Yeah, shit. You're like a fucking living walking
Imagine
dolphin.
that. I wonder what the world record for that is.
I think an hour.
For holding your breath?
Yeah, have you ever seen those
David
guys?
Blaine did it in the igloo or whatever.
No. I think
That's it, dude. We got to go to the Googs.
the Googs. But I think those free divers that go underwater with just
Well, not for an hour, though.
I don't know. It's pretty long though. And I know that there's a tribe in Philippines that does spearfishing, and they hold their breath for quite a long time, like 10 minutes.
Bro, you're fucking way.
What?
You're fucking way.
What, bro? What? What's the world record?
24 minutes, 3 seconds.
24 minutes. Damn, boy. That's still long, dude. That's a whole episode of one Netflix show.
Bro, but you went from an hour to 24 minutes.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's still a long time, though, right?
But still a long time.
But it's amazing. You talk about this tribe that does spearfishing. I've seen those people with their eyes wide open, right?
Yeah.
That's how amazing the human body is, right? It'll adapt to what you need, right? Because if they don't do that, they don't eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
but so let's go back like a little bit when you lived on an island, right? Mm-hmm. And no burnout ever there. Do you think people burn out there?
They burn out with some
ganja at the island, really?
Yeah, dude, fucking chill as fuck, bro.
Don't you get caned in the fucking Philippines for that shit though?
Nah, bro, fucking not in Philippines, but in the islands, like where I came from in Saipan. Like people are chill, bro.
Yeah,
like there's no literally there's nothing to complain about because you got perfect weather.
Wait, but what about money? How do you make money there?
Well, whatever. You could still survive off the island.
Yeah.
You can actually go out and fish if you want. You can look for food, man. Like if you know how to do
seashells.
Collect seashells, use it as currency,
looking for spider friends.
Make a some gift for a tourist.
Yeah.
To buy. Like you could do anything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think burnout's common though, but I think it happens because we just do too much.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Have you been burnt out before?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you assess it? How did you know that you were burnt out?
I think you just it's almost like being hangry, right? You almost start getting agitated at everything and
you get ticked off quick.
Well, I particularly don't, but I think that's like you have to know your vibe, right? You have to know what mood you're in.
Yeah.
I think like work can burn you out. Even if you love your job, I still think it can burn you out.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how do you assess at work? How do you assess not being burned out?
So I try to plan my day with enough breaks, but I also have to remind myself daily that the work, everyone wants to complete a task at a certain period. It's going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like you just got to be smart about it. I prefer to work efficient. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think I should do a job for 8 hours that I can do in 2.
Oh, okay.
I can do in 2. That means I got 6 off.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about when you were a kid?
I don't. You know what? I don't remember. I think the closest thing I can remember to being burned out is just fucking dealing with homework daily. Right?
Yeah.
Because really, when you're young or a kid, you don't have too many stresses.
Mm-hmm. What about like the goals that you put on yourself so that you could succeed? Have you ever been burnt out by trying to acquire those goals?
I don't think you have time to think about being burned out because you have a task to complete, and if you take a break, then it delays that task, right?
Was it all willpower?
I don't know if it's all willpower. I think willpower gets you through a lot of stuff, but I still think you need to figure things out. Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird because I try to think about. We think about burnout. I think most people think about burnout when it comes to work.
Yeah, work or working out or like something physical.
That's what I was
mostly
gonna say.
Physical.
I was gonna say mostly work, but then I also feel like there's burnout from working out. Mm-hmm. There's fucking relationship burnout, like especially if you're in a fucking toxic one, right?
True. Yeah,
right, that shit burns you out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes a lot of emotional.
Or like if you feel you can never. Like you never do anything right, or you don't get any compliments, or like reassurance, or
that you're doing okay.
Yeah, or people aren't grateful for your presence. Not in that sense, but like, oh hey man, like this person does nice things, and some people just don't acknowledge that.
Yeah. I mean, most of all, I think the person that should acknowledge you is you.
Yeah, that's true. But if you're doing something for someone else, I think it's nice occasionally to be acknowledged. I don't think we want to we don't want to be praised like, oh my God, but
like, yeah, I mean, everybody wants that.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't think you'll get it every time,
I don't think so either.
Especially when you put your expectations there saying like, oh, I'm going to do some nice gesture and I think that they're going to say thank you, give me a hug or a kiss or whatever. And then next thing you know, it was just total opposite. And you're like, fuck.
But that's not how glory holes work, bro.
What about like when you look at your past? How do you push yourself forward when you're burnt out in the present?
I think for sure you have to like assess what the burnout is coming from, and then you almost have to stand back, and you have to take a break. But your break's got to be worth it, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, I think some people, like, let's say, you right over there, dude?
Yeah, I'm good.
Does the wall smell funny?
Yeah.
Like you go, let's say you're stressed out at work, you go on vacation.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about this vacation last time. So let's say you're gone 5 days. Really, you're gone 3 days because one day getting there, and then on the day back, you're starting to stress about work.
Yeah.
So did you really accomplish anything in those 5 days? I don't know. That's how I feel.
I think for me, like burnout is more of like when you're in the same situation in the same situation for a long time. So therefore, when you take a vacation or go somewhere or do something different, you kind of take a mental and physical break from that, and psychological, So when you do that, you kind of like detach yourself from that, because for us, especially in the society, everybody's always connected to work. You have like text messages, like
email,
like, hey, you're constantly at work.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of treasured now that when you disconnect from social media or from your cell phone, it's kind of like more of like, oh, you're enlightened because, you got to take that break from your real life.
Yeah.
What's going on. Yeah.
But does that, I just wonder if that cures the burnout, because you got to go right back to it, right? It's almost like a burnout is like some repetitive motion, whether it be mental or physical, or psychological.
Like there's constant friction, and then you're like literally kind of burning yourself out by like using so much fuel on that problem or whatever is going on in your life. It's mostly internal, and it's mostly in here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I wonder if like some work stress can be mitigated by just being a little more, having a little more gratitude toward work, right?
Yeah, definitely. I always look at it this way, like, especially my coworkers, I know they're burnt out too, because they're like fucking sick and tired of work, because the work just keeps accumulating, right?
Yeah.
So, and not only that, management wants us to do more, and there's not enough of us.
Yeah.
So, they get frustrated, they act up, and, like they just put the stress on themselves. But for me, the way I look at it is that, okay, right now it's just 8 hours. It's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So 8 hours of shitty work, like not shitty as in, but 8 hours of just dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
And get paid for it so that I could use my free time to actually invest in myself. So I always think about it as an investment mentality, like the gain mentality, where what can you gain from this? And it's stressful at the moment, but at the same time, okay, this is paying my bills. This is putting a roof over my head. And not only that, it's helping me do whatever the fuck I want after work.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. It's, I keep saying the word. I don't fucking know, bro.
Shit, we should get that fucking jar.
My tip jar, I know. I just, I think a lot of it has to do with, a lot of it has to do with mindset, I feel, but a lot of it just repetitive motion, or like just dealing with problems all day long. Just, it adds up.
One thing that I have learned, it's not the who. I mean, it's who, not the how.
Okay, explain.
You get that?
No.
So we are trained, and then we are conditioned on how to deal with stuff, right? But we never ask for help. So we internalize all that problem. So when we actually ask who could actually help us, it kind of alleviates that being burnt out,
But do you think that's because of a lack of clarity?
Not just the lack of clarity. It's we are not designed to do everything at once. So
I agree. I am not a multitasker. I can multitask, but I think it's ineffective. I think multitasking is ineffective.
Yeah, especially like trying to get into like trying to fulfill our goals. We can't do it ourselves. Just like for people who are successful, there are fucking 20 people behind them who are supporting them.
Yes.
Because they have a coach, they have someone that they know that could do this, and like it's a whole structure, and it's just that one person who's spearheading the whole thing.
Well, I think that goes all the way back to like Neanderthal times,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I think you had to form some kind of community to survive.
A tribe, yeah.
To survive, right? And then I think humans are just dependent on other humans. Like I always say, like I'm a loner, but I do like having social interactions. But I do think that
You're not a loner, bro.
Come
on, bro. We're doing this podcast, man.
Look at all these people.
What the fuck am I to you, bro?
Bro, you're a hologram. Tupac.
I'm just a projection of your imagination.
Yeah. I wish I lived on a paradise island. Yeah. So I think. Fuck, dude. I don't know, like 16 times in the last 3 minutes.
It's all right, man.
I'm gonna be broke at the end of this podcast.
I'm gonna burn your whole fucking pocket.
Yeah. So I think it's just the way we look at things, but I also think sometimes at businesses there's not a lot of clarity on what your role is and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Right? It's almost like trial by fire, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially like when you're trying to fulfill something and there's no clarity on what to do and how to do and why are we doing it.
Yeah. So I'll read you. It looks like there's this thing called burnout syndrome, but it says burnout is a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. It's almost like exactly what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It is characterized by 3 dimensions. And let's see. Here's
What's the dimensions?
Okay. Feeling of energy depletion.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Exhaustion. Increased mental distance from one's job, or feeling of negativism or cynicism related to one's job. And then the other one, let me click. Reduce professional efficiency.
That's totally me, bro.
Yeah,
like
right?
I literally just don't give a fuck no more. Like literally,
it's
like,
kind of sad though, right?
I just do the bare minimum, and then that's it. Because once I get home, my mind is already thinking about what I need to do.
But what's okay? So if that's how you feel about your current position, then what are you doing to get out of that position?
I'm like investing on other stuff.
Yeah,
where,
like I think you have to, right?
Yeah,
like
I'm investing more on myself. Where like for example, for me to grow mentally, I come here, to do this podcast because it not only it's
come here to avoid burnout.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking good. Or go to jiu-jitsu. It's the same thing. Go to the gym. Work out. You got to do something totally opposite of whatever you're doing, or something that is outside the box. Go fucking play golf.
Yeah.
Like, if it makes you happy, dude, do it. If you like fishing, do it.
Yeah. We talk about this all the time, right? Like I think the one important thing I always tell people, like, you need some form of stress relief every day.
Every single day. No matter what it is.
And I always say like some people drink, some people smoke. I mean, I prefer to work out, right? But I think you have to have something, or reading can do it.
But I think the thing about drinking and smoking, I think that's more of a cost. Because it's more of a cost because when you do those things, it kind of like, it not only, it's fun at the moment, especially drinking with friends. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that, socializing, having a few drinks with each other, and, but if you keep doing that all the time and keep satisfying those... Yeah, boy. Keep satisfying those, short-term goals or short-term investments. You won't really go anywhere.
I don't know. Books are expensive, bro.
Well, actually, the knowledge that it carries is eternal.
What do you take? Like, I read a book. I always try to tell myself to take one thing away.
I try to absorb as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, you said to read more books, right? And I read books, but I'm not really like taking it in more than audiobooks. Audiobooks, I actually absorb it more.
That's mindset, though. How is
no,
that?
it's not mindset.
You don't like
but
your reading? You don't like how you read?
I like reading and writing. You know, I like writing all the time.
Yeah.
So you see, you know, like I have a fucking notebook.
Dude, that's the same page you've had the last 6 months, bro.
So like I try to do that, you know, like the same thing like we posted is like if you're overthinking, right? If you're underthinking, read.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, audiobooks help more because I could actually ingest whatever you know, knowledge is trying to put, and then I could regurgitate it out. And
I would listen to audiobooks too first, and then I started, you know, we both started reading. I started reading Limitless, and then I started saying like, man, maybe I'm just telling myself I don't like to read. And then I've actually become well, I have a habit now. I read a chapter a day, right? And sometimes the chapters are close, and I'm like, short. And I'm like, yes, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what the fuck, 25 pages?
But see, that's an investment towards yourself, right?
But I do feel if you read the book and then you listen to an audiobook, like you can recollect it easier, right?
How does that help you in a concept of burnt out? Like if you're like, you know, what do you use from that when you actually ingest those knowledge from the books?
Well, I think you have to find ways to. I don't think you can avoid burnout. I think it's common, right? I think you have to just find ways to like lower the levels a little bit on the burnout. I'm gonna use my hands because we have a camera.
try to find a fucking SOP, bro.
The SOP, yeah.
Yeah. It helps us like try to figure out ways on how to deal with the problems that we currently have.
Yeah.
You know, how to assess, how to detach, how to look at it and at another perspective, because your problems is not like your problems are your problems, but other people has a similar type of problem. Well,
I think your problem is everyone's problem if you work with people.
Yeah, definitely. Right? Yeah.
But I also feel it's the way you start your day too, right? And you have to make it a habit. It's almost like we talk about high-fiving yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't do that and you get up in the morning, you're like, fuck this job. Like you're already setting yourself up for failure, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You're already doing negative talk.
Yeah. I've always told myself, like, if I ever lost my job or I needed a job and someone asked me, oh, would you ever like work at a fast food place? I'm like, dude, if I work at a Del Taco, I'm going to make the fucking best fries I can, but I'm going to learn that whole system.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But you get people who don't care. They just want to do it.
They just want to get in there and
here's
work.
Here's your task, get your paycheck.
Yeah.
But it almost like to what you were saying, like, oh, I got my money and stuff. Like, I never look at a job for money.
Yeah.
Because money comes and goes.
Yeah.
I've had lots of money. I've had no money. Right. And it doesn't change who you are. Now, I hate the thing when people are like, money doesn't make you happy. I think that's bullshit. Money makes you happy.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You know?
It gives you that freedom to actually be happy.
Yeah, and do things that you like. And I always feel like money can buy you things that make you happy, contrary to people believe, but money can also get you things you need quicker.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah.
You know, and so I think there's a value for money, but I think you have to work for it in a sense that makes you feel proud, right?
Yeah. So when have you ever been burnt out where like you actually start talking to yourself negatively?
Every day.
Like
well, I don't know. I talk to myself negative all the time.
Why?
Like sometimes it depends. So like if I'm
just looking,
fucking side eye the camera and shit, bro. I was like,
I want to see if it's still recording, bro.
I was getting ready to fight somebody, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Who's in here? I think let's say I'm riding my bike and I'm like 60 miles in and I'm like, come on, motherfucker, don't give up, piece of shit.
I don't think that's a negative self-talk. That's more. I think negative.
I should pat myself on the back, but I'm like, oh, dude, you're doing a good job. Look at
no,
your legs move.
That's actually you're breaking your limit when you're actually doing that. But I'm talking about like before you get on a bike.
Never. You know why? Yeah. Because I feel like if I start to think about like, oh, dude, what if I like crash or blow my bike out or like get in an accident or get hit by a car, then I think you're just you just set yourself up for failure, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like I try not to think about those things because granted those can all happen, but I pre-plan.
So it's the same thing as the red car analogy, right?
Yeah. So I keep like, all right, I got I'll do it like this. So let's say I'm gonna ride my bike and be like, fuck, what if I get a flat? Like, all right, I got 2 tubes in my bag. Right? So then I don't have to worry about the flat. I got 2 tubes.
Yeah.
And then what if someone negative be like, what if you get 2 flats? and then be like, "That's time to call it a ride. Time to call it.
Time to walk, bro.
Time to walk, bro."
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So I think you have to look at it now. I think you can prepare yourself for those situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like for my bike ride, I can prepare. I can have my little pack. I can have fuel, air. You know, like all the water, all those things I need. Mm-hmm. And if it goes wrong, and at least I was prepared for that. But to think beyond that, like, damn, what if I get hit by a car? Like it may happen, you know, like they always say, there's two type of people that ride motorcycles. Ones that been in an accident and ones that are going to be in an accident.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But is it true? I don't know. You know, cause some people can go without, but it's just a crazy world we live in and so many variables. You just never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
what about in the concept of goal setting? Like, you know, some people, if you think about it, like some people try to, you know, chase their dream goal. And then, you know, like along the way, they were so motivated and they pushed through willpower, and along the way they get burnt out and then they just disappear.
I think those are the times. It's almost like pre-planning for your bike ride, right? Like you're pre-planning for a trip.
Yeah.
Like you try to put all the things that you need. Oh, like let's say you go on a trip, you're like, oh, I need shorts, pants, shirt, stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you take it with you and you go somewhere and it's fucking snowing. You're like, shit, I don't have a jacket. Right? Mm-hmm. And you didn't prepare for that. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Right? But do you have to get stressed out about it or you're burnt out? No. I think work's the same way. Mm-hmm. Like I think you got to plan your day out. Like you plan your day out for work the day before, just so you can get your mind ready on what's going on. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't finish this. I got to do that at work tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do this, talk to this person, that person, then get it off your checklist.
So you pretty much already strategize into seeing all the obstacles and then try to hurdle over it.
Yeah, or whatever you have planned, so you know that there's a road and it may have some turns on the way, but you know you got a path.
What if it gets deviated because of some freak circumstances that happen?
That's what happens. You just gotta. I think you gotta flow with it a little.
How do you tell yourself that it's it's okay and you can just keep going on the path?
I'll look at a problem and I'll be like, okay, what can I do to fix this problem right now? Mm-hmm. And there's only so much you can do on certain things. Mm-hmm. So to overstress about it doesn't help anybody.
Do you ask for help?
Of course, yeah. I'll call.
See,
I'll do the corporate thing and send an email to 16 people.
Well, that's the point I was trying to make is that it's the who, not the how, because you already know the how. You know how to do it. So, but at the same time, you only have two hands, and sometimes the problem needs like 10 hands. So you have to find those people. You have to learn how, or if you can't find those people, find the person who can find the person.
Yeah.
Who could do it. Like, for example, if you need a plumber, call a plumber. If you don't know anybody that has a good plumber, then ask someone. Or like yesterday, when Vince was complaining about his forearm, the muscle tear and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you gave him someone who could help him out. That's the who. He knows how to deal with it.
Well, then it's on him to
it's on him
take
to
that information and use it or not. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's where I think you get to, or some people will take it and not do anything with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes I think it's because we were conditioned that way since childhood, where like our educational system references like, oh, who's smart and who's not, by saying like, oh, this person gets an A, they're smart, and if they get a B, like you're not really that smart. If you get a C or lower, you're fucking dumb as shit. Right?
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought C was good.
No. So my point is that we constantly reference ourselves with other people, but yet that's not really an accurate measurement, because if I reference myself to you being a scientist, I'm already automatically a loser. I'm a failure.
I never see it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think like degrees are important for certain things, right? Mm-hmm. Like you need a degree to get a job, and I think it's more because they want you to see, almost like we talk about, they want you to start a task and finish it. Mm-hmm. The goal when you start is to graduate, and they can look at a person and be like, okay, this person started this goal and graduated.
Yeah,
right. I don't think, let's say, a year or two after you graduate, no one asks you for your GPA.
Yeah.
No, they just want to know what school you went to, what you major in.
Exactly, but that's a conditioning part I'm talking about. I'm talking about they never taught us how to connect with other people, collaborate.
Well, that's what group work is, though.
No, but at the same time, if you're taking a test,
yes,
would you let someone copy your shit?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Well, that's you, but
what, you wouldn't let
but it will be considered cheating in school. So if you collaborate with someone saying like, oh, let's take this test together, it's considered cheating because you guys are taking the test together,
Okay.
I
don't know. I don't ever look at it like that. I think everyone's different. I think the problem with testing is some people test really well and some people suck at tests.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same, same in life. Some people are great at certain tasks. Some people suck at tasks. And I don't think we do a good enough job of finding what people's personality or what they do and matching that to some kind of work. Right.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, where you collaborate, meaning that we always since we went to school since we were kids and then grow up or go to college, in our educational system, we're not taught how to collaborate with one another. So therefore, we always reference ourselves with other people, and then it goes unconsciously too. If you ever notice, where we constantly compare ourselves with other people who are successful. And yet, like when we compare ourselves like that, and, when we measure ourselves to their degree, we're automatic failure. So it causes burnout.
You feel that way? Do you
yeah. I believe that other people do too, because other people talk about it.
I don't know. I look at it like this. I think the world is very competitive. And you're right. I think we're conditioned to be that way.
Competitive, yeah. Yeah. We're conditioned to be competitive.
To try to be better than someone or do this or do that, right? I mean, social media doesn't help.
Yeah,
right?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
You're on there with a car or a nice outfit. It don't mean you're happy or anything,
Yeah. We always constantly say like, oh, I'm going to try to show off and, be better than everybody else.
That's exactly why I don't put pictures of the Lambo.
And my Tesla diesel, bro.
Tesla diesel with the broken window.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That cracked window. That's a scar.
That's from going too fast, bro.
Yeah, dude. So, majority of people, when they get burnt out like that, I fall into that rut where like I talk to myself negatively. And then
what do you think that's from though? Like
it's from past traumas, of course.
But like at work, you talk yourself negative about work?
No, not work per se, but everything else.
See, I think you would be like the kind of guy who'd be like, fuck this job, I'm gonna quit.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think I'm that punctual where I actually could say like fuck this work and then like just say ditch it?
No, not ditch without a plan, but I'm saying like if you think about quitting the job.
Yeah, always have a plan, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I always tell people this. Like, so
I'm waiting for that Shiba Inu coin to go up.
Shit,
and I'll quit.
It keeps going fucking negative all week. How much Shiba Inu you got?
4,000.
Damn.
4,000. It was
no more. Right now you're like 31.
No, I invested about like 10 500.
Oh, okay.
500. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Cuz I invested when it had 5 zeros.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. It went up by then. But what I'm trying to get to is that when I fall into that rut, one thing I have learned is that I tend to talk to myself and tell myself, look how far you've come from, You've done this, that. And, it doesn't matter what other people say, Yeah, you're qualified to be an officer. Oh, you're qualified to do this, but you don't even do it. Because the reason why I don't want to do it is because it doesn't make me happy.
Yeah. But what job do you think would make you happy?
Not working.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, working for myself, per se. Investing more on myself, on the things that I want to do.
I know, but it's hard, man.
It is.
I seen it wasn't a guy, but it was like a meme, and he was like, I quit my 9-to-5 job because I was tired of working 40 hours a week. So I started my own business.
Now I'm working 24 hours a day.
And now I'm working 24 hours a day.
But still, it's so crazy that, people look at it that way. Where like, oh, you work 24 hours. But if you work where you're happy, I don't think you work at all.
But I disagree a little with that statement because I think whenever you do something for fun or because you like it, and then it becomes your main source of income or whatever, it becomes a job. Mm-hmm. And so like a great example is like jujitsu, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, oh, you should open your own school. You should.
And I'll be there, bro.
But I was like, then it becomes a job, right? It becomes a job.
Yeah,
like
there's
right
a
now,
lot of politics in
a lot of right now. I can go to class. We could talk shit. We fucking we show up. We showed up late.
Show up late. We're already
because we're already there, just talking shit in the back, right?
Exactly.
You can do that, right? But when you're running a business, you can't do that. You got to be like, you got to be on time, punctual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
you're pretty punctual yourself.
I hate being late.
Exactly.
I think being late is disrespectful.
Yeah, it is, in my opinion too. Yeah. And that was drilled in me since I was in high school.
Granted, there's traffic and we run late, but if you know you live, let's say 30 minutes away,
give yourself an hour time.
Well, just know you live 30 minutes away. Know that if you left, you're not going to make it in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So don't leave 15 minutes before you have to be there.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, unless you had a problem or you got stuck in traffic, and that happens. But I don't like being late. Mm-hmm. I'm early everywhere. I go to parties. I'm fucking early, and then I have to leave early because everyone's showing up late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like I always look into
I'm starting to read your things now.
What? What?
Yeah. And means like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I got something to say.
Yeah, I got something to say, bro.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
No, I'm gonna go back to giving yourself a lot of time, where like when you're punctual, when you actually create strategies on how to tackle the problems that you have, meaning that if you can't always tackle a problem by yourself, but you can always delegate or find someone who could do it for you. Right.
Do you do things to avoid burnout every day, or do you do them like on the weekends?
I do things that makes me happy so that I don't have to be burnt out.
But do you do them daily, or do you
daily?
You do. Okay.
Every fucking day. Every day I always have to I always assess everything.
I know. Brush your teeth with your left hand. With
no.
With your pinky ring.
Not in that part where like I dedicate everything to myself as an investment.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
I look at everything as an investment instead of a cost. Okay. Because when I use my tools and when I use my resources, I always think about it as an investment. Like for example, this time, like. Because investment comes with time, money, or like relationship, whatever. When you invest yourself, you're kind of investing in your future, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, one example that I could give, you're a parent. When you invest your time in your kids, in the future, it will be bigger.
You hope.
No, it will.
Yeah.
And I believe so.
Yeah.
When you give your kids that time, it would actually you would have a bigger future.
Yeah,
because they would see that. Oh, okay. They'll reflect back. Oh, my dad was always there. Oh, my dad.
I don't know. Sometimes, like some parents work all the time. Their kids have everything because they make tons of money, but they work all the time. But I always feel like they miss something. Mm-hmm. Like, so my analogy of kids is like kids are a ball of clay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get this ball of clay and you spend, 15, 20 years sculpting this ball of clay into this elegant vase, right? Mm-hmm. And at some point in its life, you're going to chip that vase or crack it, but you better hope that you built a foundation good enough to hold the vase up.
Of course.
Right? And so I think it's the same for us. Like, I think you have to invest in yourself to make sure you have the proper structure to hold you up. And so if something's burning you out, then you have to address it in a way that you can overcome it and it still doesn't beat you down. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So like, let's say if work stresses you out, then you have to figure out ways to make work like more fun in your mind. Mm, right. Yeah. Like let's say you have a shitty boss and they always say like, oh, you kill them with kindness. Yeah. Because if you start thinking about like all the negative things at work about your boss, then it just fucking beats you down inside, which is worse. Right.
Yeah. For me, I don't give a fuck about my boss.
Well, wow, dude, you sound like Mike Tyson for a second right there.
The only people that I give a fuck about is the friends and the coworkers that I have a relationship with.
But that's a person. Why don't you give a fuck about them?
Well, because they're assholes.
But
maybe, I do still do the things that they need.
I know, but maybe they're just assholes at work.
But I'm not gonna go above and beyond. No, their character's garbage.
Yeah,
you could tell. You know, when you know that they not only they lack communication skills, they embrace their whole title as their whole selves.
But that's it. Most people do that.
Yeah, most people do that. But at the same time, like sometimes people who has a healthy ego, they know what's up. They know what to do. They know how to communicate with one another. They don't try to impose these rules towards you.
Yeah. See, I always look at people like that in those positions. Like, okay, well, they're smart enough to get to that position.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I think it's more of politics.
Well, there's tons of politics everywhere, right? But still, they're smart enough to get there.
Knee pads. What?
A lot of knee.
So, like, I try to, of course, I still talk to them. It's not like I don't.
But then now you're being a hypocrite, bro.
I have to talk to them.
Don't talk to them.
Like, in a professional manner.
Don't talk to them.
I can't joke. Bro,
email only.
Only, and then they fucking collect everything. But
I can only talk to you email only.
Send it to me email. I'll give you my answer, yes or no.
There might be some BCCs on that email, but send it to me.
I'm a CC everybody. But like going into that topic, we're like, oh, yeah, you go to work, but I do make it fun.
Yeah,
it's fun for me to go to work because I actually enjoy even though we're in a shitty environment, I enjoy the companies of my coworkers.
Yeah,
because we like to fuck around.
You ever work retail? I'm sure I've asked you before.
No, I've never.
I used to work when I was in college. I used to work at Enterprise Rent a Car, and like crazy job, crazy hours. Like fuck, don't pay you nothing, right?
Damn.
But like great customer service experience because you get to deal with so many people, crazy people, nice people, and you learn to develop a skill set of dealing with high stress situations.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I think is important, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I also, whenever like a situation is bad, I always say, well, I don't really know what's going on in this person's life today, right?
Yeah.
You really don't. I mean, let's say your boss, him or her, I don't know. They could be having like a family member dying. You never know. Right?
Yeah.
Because we don't ask, right? So sometimes it's got back like, hey, why are we so mean?
Well, see, here's the thing.
Have you ever asked them?
Yeah.
What did he say? He or she? Oh, what'd she say?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't know. I would be like, I disagree.
But at the same time, it's like, when you're constantly nice, but they constantly reject it, don't even try because you're just going to waste yourself and then you're just going to burn yourself out.
I don't know. Here's a problem. I feel like you shouldn't have to try to be nice. I think you should just be who you are.
Yeah, I am who I am.
Okay, Popeye.
And then, if I trigger some people, so be it, right?
Trigger.
Yeah, exactly. It's if you think that my actions, offend you, so be it.
Bro, I trigger a lot of people.
Yeah, who cares, man? Shit. You don't trigger me.
No. Bet. Let's
Let me see.
Where's my dog?
Oh, is that? But like,
But do you think that's part of the problem? Is we have these triggers, and we're kind of just waiting for somebody to pull it?
Not necessarily. For me, it's like it's hard for me. Well, not really hard, but I'm gonna say that something that is annoying, like for example, the dog barking. That would trigger me. I'm like, fuck, man.
Oh, I know. But why?
I don't know, man. Because it's just repetitive, I guess.
Yeah.
When it's constant, and then you're trying to push through it.
See,
it's the same analogy when you're trying to keep pushing through it, and then you're just constantly getting bombarded back and forth. You get burned out, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get triggered.
I look at him like, all right, well, that dog's doing his job. That's their job, right?
Yeah, that's your job to be an alarm. Yeah,
be annoying as shit. Fucking weenie dog. That's her job, right?
Well, how come Einstein's not like that?
Because Einstein is 150 pounds, and he knows he can eat that dog for a snack, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it just depends on. He's had a good life, right? Mm-hmm. And so I don't know. That dog could have came from the pound. I don't know. I think he could have had some bad habits when he was small, or maybe it's just a barking dog.
Yeah. And going back to like saying like, oh, I would be that type of person who would say fuck this job and I quit. I think I could do it if I do have something like planned, you know,
like that movie, huh?
Because
Office Day or Office Space, right? Where he brings that fish and he guts it
right in front of us.
Yeah.
But like, you know, especially if it's not bringing me happiness, I would definitely change my environment, no matter what the cost. But at the same time, if I do that right now, I don't think I could afford it.
No, but I think so. I think like I feel if you don't like a certain job, or I think you can look for another one.
Yeah,
but don't, like, for sure. I tell people, don't ever quit a job without having another job.
Of course, yeah,
because it's easy to find a job when you have a job,
mm-hmm.
right? If you don't have a job, you just like, oh fuck, I just took this job, and then it sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
It's easy to what's that word? To what do you call that? Like
cyclical cynicism.
Fuck, it'll come back to me. It'll come
diatomaceous
back to me.
earth.
You know, like it's like, for example,
mortar.
The only time you could appreciate your health is when you're sick.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like the only time you could appreciate work is when you don't have work. Right?
Sometimes.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes you're like, dang, thank God.
Yeah.
Fuck this job.
But
I don't know, man. You take a couple of days off, and it's like, fuck, I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
I can't be waking up late.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm already used to waking up at freaking 12 p.m. already.
Netflix and chill every day.
Every day. Look at my gut.
Quarantine 15.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I do appreciate work. In my opinion, I'm very grateful for it, and I'm grateful that I have a job that pays, you know, that pays me enough that I have the time to be here. I have the time to be at my house and actually enjoy the amenities of like whatever I have. I have the time to actually do the things that I actually desire and like, and that brings me happiness. So, you know, like I look at it in that perspective. Yeah, at the moment where I'm at work, it sucks, but hey, you know, I'm happy to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my fucking boss sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, I always look at it like sometimes work's stressful. Like let's say judging, right? People don't realize judging's stressful.
It is.
It's super stressful.
Yeah. When you explained it to me, I was like, fuck, man.
But people don't, like, it looks cool. Like 90%, I always tell people, 90% of the fights, most people can judge because they're easy. Mm-hmm. But it's that 10%, right, that really defines the good from the bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I have to look at that job like, this is what I trained to do. This is what I love doing. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So I have those talks with me every day for like, dude, I try to do positive reinforcement. So I'm like, fuck, I work hard to get here.
Yeah.
I deserve to be here. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes I think.
And you do.
But sometimes I think we don't give ourselves enough credit for where we're at in life.
Yeah.
Right? Like where you're at now, like you'd be like, fuck, dude, I served my country. I paid my dues. This is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Now,
I always feel like there's someone who would change shoes with you in a minute.
Of course.
Right? So we have to kind of be always cognitive that's out there. Mm-hmm. Now, it doesn't mean we have to like not ever hate our job, but I think we should try to find the things we love about it and just stick to those.
Yeah, you can't have everything at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
like I look at let's say you have a boss. I'm like, all right, well, fuck him. She's going to be here 5 years maybe. Mm-hmm. Right? And then she's going to like do something and get promoted and cool. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So you just got to look at it like, all right, short term problem.
Well, everything is short term, right? Everything is in chapters in life where, like, you know, every year changes. Change is inevitable.
Yes.
But growth is optional.
Growth should be mandatory.
Yeah.
Right?
So the thing about growth is that, you know, it depends on the person's perspective.
And their outlook and what they feel.
And if they see themselves now and they're like, it's been 10 years and I haven't done shit, like, you actually have. You know, you're just referencing yourself to other people saying, or how your parents say, like, what a successful person should be, you know, all that shit. So that's that's what causes burnout in most people. Yeah. You know, they reference themselves like, oh, you could have been this, or you could have been that. You know, you could have had a fucking degree. You know, you wasted your freaking time. But technically, no. Everybody has their own chapters and everybody has their own timing,
Well, and I think you're on. Everyone's on their own path.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think we're too busy. I think maybe part of burnout is that we're too busy comparing ourselves with everyone else. Right.
And not only that, there's another part of burnout is decision burnout. Have you ever heard of that?
I have. Right now.
So
like, you're getting too serious. Did you write that down?
I kinda.
Okay, what'd you put?
It's still stuck in my head. So, have you ever been in a position where like there's so many options that you could actually tackle a problem or actually go to this route?
Sounds like Starbucks.
Route? Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah,
like,
you look at the menu and you're like, what do I order? Macchiato. Like, yeah.
Wow, a triple macchiato? Fuck, bro, that's excessive.
Fucking get diabetes. I'm gonna get diabetes up in this bitch. But like, you know, when there's so many options, people tend to get stuck in one position where like they're trying to decide, oh, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna do that. I want to do this. You know. So like they just get stuck. They don't even decide on giving 100%. You know, it's easy to give 100% than 98%. You know why? It's because 100% is just one position.
This math is going crazy in my head. It's easier to give 100% than 98%.
Yeah,
I disagree. I think 98% is way easier.
No, I'm saying in a position of like your focus. So if you're
98 is way easier. You don't think so?
No, bro. The reason why is because it's still distracting you. It's distracting you from your main goal.
98.
All right.
Plus or minus 2% error ratio.
A-, fuck it. I was an A- kid. Fuck it.
Who asked that? Who even asked what grade that is? What grade you get? A-.
I have no idea. You know, they should change up the school system a little bit.
Pass or fail?
Like,
everybody's
well, not pass or fail per se.
Credit, no credit?
Kinda. I think so. Kinda.
Or I think that, you know, it's weird. We had this discussion a few podcasts ago about A, fucking great, F, you fucking suck, right?
Yeah.
But I think works like that. We do it based on like title, income, how someone dresses.
Yes.
Right? And it's weird. You look at like some of these multi-millionaires or millionaires, let's say artists or athletes, and they wear like shit that if you and I wore, people would be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Exactly.
Like, why are you wearing red shoes with like orange pants?
You still got no taste, bro. You spending all this money, you got no taste.
I mean, like, it's Gucci, bitch.
Yeah. But like going back to like, you know, on like that decision part is that people don't make the decision on actually moving forward with the dreams or goals that they want to do because there's so many options. So they kind of deviate from the things that is truly theirs.
But do you think that's, I feel like that's just, I think I said it last time. I don't think, it's not that you're not motivated. It's just that you lack clarity.
Yeah, you lack clarity and you lack resources. You lack people that
tons.
sort.
I don't know, man. I think there's tons of resources.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like right now, there's tons of resources.
Yeah, definitely. And
you can go on LinkedIn and fucking like 1 million people and find something that or someone that can help you.
But see, the problem is that people won't give the time or money to actually acquire that resource. They don't think it as a gain mentality. Where like, oh, they always say, oh, it's expensive, or like I don't have the time. Really, do you think it's really expensive? You know, if you think about it in a position where like, okay, I'm gonna pay this money, I'm gonna pay up, and it's gonna be investment for me because I know that my future self would thank me for this. You know,
I think it's just the fear of the unknown.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The same with like investing or let's say crypto or whatever. I think crypto's the big talk everywhere now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Right?
It is.
Everyone's a fucking crypto trader now.
Exactly.
Because we all have access to it. Mm-hmm. The problem, I was thinking about this the other day. Everyone talks about investing, right? Mm-hmm. And so
it's more like gambling, actually.
It's legalized gambling.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the only way to truly make it in that industry is having money. Like, now you have to start somewhere. So if you start just investing $100, that's fine. It's going to go up and down. But like some of these, dude, these guys be like, oh, buy some stock. And they're like $50,000. Like I seen this thing on Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe said that he invested $6 million in body armor, the sports drink. You know,
Under Armour?
No, body armor.
Body armor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
$6 million, right? And I guess Coke is going to buy him out, and it's now worth $350 million. Right? So it'll be worth more than he ever made in the NBA.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, yeah, the fucking guy has $6 million he can spend.
Yeah.
Of course, right? That's why I always feel like it takes money to make money.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And I think life is similar. Like you have to set yourself up with some wins in life to always be winning.
Yeah.
If you downplay like your faults or your errors, your fucking road is going to go down. So you have to, if you do something every day and you're fucking 8 hours a day and they suck, but you had 1 hour in that day where something good happened, you have to hold on to that fucking one good thing.
Exactly.
Every day.
That's the concept of the gain mentality.
Yeah.
Where like you look at the past things that happened to you, though some of them are negative, there's always a positive, and there's always lessons to be learned.
Dude,
right?
I'll give you a great example. Like when I look at mindset and how important it is, like like Conor McGregor, right? I don't think he tough fighters. The fucking guy like talks shit, makes tons of money, but when he loses, he says, fuck, I lost, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But he starts talking about winning again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, people hate the guy or whatever. Like, you know, he's got all this money now. He's got, like, FU money. But he only talks about winning.
Yeah.
And so all you associate him with winning. So when he loses, you're shocked.
Yeah.
It's the same with Mike Tyson, right? Mike Tyson would, like, he's going to fucking eat your kids, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Scary motherfucker.
Yeah, but, you know, he talks about is winning. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's ludicrous.
That's ludicrous. I'm gonna bite your ear off, okay? Don't fuck me up, my shit.
That didn't even sound like Mike Tyson, bro. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you have to like set yourself up with a winning mindset, even in a negative environment, just so you're always winning. And I think that inevitably, I feel like that helps prevent burnout because your mind is so focused on the positive thing as opposed to like tons of negative.
Yeah. But to get to that mindset, you have to surround yourself with people and you have to change your environment.
Or
too.
surround yourself with fucking positive things.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like if you're surrounded by 5 millionaires, you're going to be the sixth, right? So,
maybe, I don't know.
You know, like if you surround yourself with positive people, you're going to be also positive.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Shit, I got to stop going to jiu-jitsu class. Just surrounded by a bunch of fucking assholes.
Fucking assholes.
Assholes, shit talkers.
Hey, we have fun though. I fucking love it.
I'm still mad at Sal. He didn't even fucking tell us.
Dude, what a dick. Dude.
I know.
What a dick.
We're gonna fucking burn him on Thursday.
Bro.
He's all in line and shit.
Yeah, and he's already running. He's already warming up. He's like, and then he even told me, he's like, yeah, I was gonna call you guys, but I'll say fuck it. I was like, damn, bro, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like that. All right, we got you, bro.
It's a positive mindset for him.
But like, it's crazy that, you know, people, everything you do, like, yeah, mindset is very important. Super important.
But I think it's just, I think it's the most important.
It is the most important because it's the one that actually calculates and actually takes everything in and records everything.
Well, it's like, you know, I think we were talking in class, but like the whole placebo thing, right? Why does a placebo work? Because your fucking
mind is telling you like,
right?
This will work.
Yeah. So I feel like if you just spend, and it's a habit, it's going to take time, right? Yeah. If you spend a little time every day, like hyping yourself, be your own hype man, hype yourself up. And then like when you get to work, like focus on only the things that you feel are positive. Yeah. And then I think those will help mitigate your burnout.
Yeah. Yeah. What's crazy is that I start doing it at work too, high-fiving the mirror. Every time I go to the restroom, I see the mirror. I'm like, all right, you can do this, man. You good? You good?
Yeah. So I read one of them is, I do it now. Like whenever I walk past the door, you always raise your shoulders up, pull your shoulders back, walk through the door. Yeah. Any door.
That's one of the 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson.
Whatever, dude. I said that first. So. Okay. So I like walk through the door, raise your head, you know?
Yeah.
like lewd confident. And I think you just end up feeling it. You feel like it's almost like dressing. Like if you dress nicer, you feel nicer.
Fucking confident. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look sexy, man.
Yeah. Wow, dude,
you look sexy in that suit, bro.
I was wearing my Gucci flip flops the other day. Bro.
When you're fucking posting that shit on Instagram, you're fucking suit and shit, fucking refereeing and shit.
Fucking silky,
fucking badass,
100% wool.
But anyways,
I think you feel better.
Yeah, you do feel better when you actually. I think Rob Dyrdek said this: if you look good, you do good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He said that. He's like, even though if it's an act, fucking, if you look good, you do good.
Yeah, but I feel like looking good is good for you too. But I think you just got to be fucking genuinely nice.
Yeah, it's more just for yourself.
Yeah, be a nice person though.
But most important, be nice to yourself.
100%. Before anybody.
Yeah, before anybody, because we automatically go, oh, let's be nice to other people, but we talk to ourselves like, oh, you're a piece of shit.
That's why I hate like when people say, oh, you're being selfish. Like, no. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, without me, this whole conversation won't exist.
Yeah, I think people confuse being selfish with being like with taking advantage of people. Two different things, right?
Yeah.
I think if you put effort into making yourself better, people shouldn't call that selfish. Now, if you're using other people for your benefit, then I think that's being selfish, right? But I think you should always take it, whether it be working out, reading. Like, dude, if you want a $35 haircut, go get it. If that makes you feel good.
Yeah, and
I think that's how much haircuts are now.
Mine is still 30.
Yeah, 30?
Yeah. Actually, it's 25. I just give my barber
Damn, slow down, big tipper.
Yeah. No, he deserves it. Yeah. He always gives me a good haircut, like I
don't know, bro.
So janky. Oh, man.
I got to cut mine.
Come on,
all
bro.
My gray hair start coming out. I'm like, what did you do, man?
Why is this all freaking cut up?
Why are these all gray? Yeah. And so any takeaways? My
takeaway here is,
Wait, did you write something down that we didn't cover?
Actually, I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
But before I go to that is that...
oh, shit. Okay.
My takeaway from this is that, always find the who could help you out. If you're having a problem, whether it's with yourself internally, you have to talk about it. Find a friend. Find a person who could help you out, a therapist or whatever, and always think about it as an investment, right? And do not settle with something lesser.
Yeah.
So what I would read is that what keeps us from our goal is not the obstacles itself. It is actually a clear path to something lesser.
Okay. Who said that?
I don't know. I forgot.
Bro, you just stole someone's line.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, but if someone knows about it,
wait,
then let me know.
But say it again.
What keeps us from our goals and dreams is not the obstacles. It's a clear path to something lesser.
Okay, fair.
You have the option. That's why I was going into like having an optional like the fatigue of decision, where like there's so many options, there's so many roadways, but there's one roadway that is true. There's one path that is true, and it's only for you. But it has so many obstacles that you can barely see it, and it's unknown. But there's something here. Oh, it's fucking clear. Oh, let me just settle for here. I'm comfortable. Let me stay in this box.
Yeah, I look at that whole scenario different though.
What is it?
Because I feel like, let's say you have a hand, right, and each of these are different paths.
Yeah.
And if you start, let's say you start at the thumb, and that's not your path, that's okay.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure on the way you learn something that makes you better for your next path.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think. I think sometimes. We think success is just a straight line, and it's not, right?
No, it's not. It's definitely, there's ups and downs, left and right, and fucking.
And I think if you look at a path that you're on as not being beneficial to you, I think that's looking at it wrong. I think you should always look for something that you can benefit from. Like, well, like I've learned that no matter the job, like whoever you report to makes your job good or bad.
Yeah.
And I've always told people, like, I've worked at a job where they didn't pay us very well, but they treated you fucking great.
Yeah.
Right? And the managers were cool. Everyone treated you great. And people, in that company were willing to work for less because they felt respected as an individual.
Exactly. And they get that pat in the back like, hey, you're doing a good job.
Yeah. Now,
because a lot of people need that.
Well, there's going to be some people who don't want that, right? There's going to be capitalists who just want to get paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think sometimes the hunt for money just changes the ultimate perception of happiness.
Yeah. But ultimately, money is not all happiness. It paves the way to happiness.
It can 100%.
It gives you that freedom to actually do the things that you want. But at the same time, just don't focus on that. Focus on yourself too. Focus on the people around you, and surround yourself with people who actually could help you.
Yeah, I think you gotta make sure you spend time building yourself up so you don't fall down. And
no matter what happens, it's always a gain thing. If you fail,
a gain.
Oh. Like you gain something. You gain something in value. You look at your past as not a negative thing. Don't focus on the negative parts, but focus on the things that you've learned and the positive side.
Only in math, because 2 negatives make a positive.
Nah, bro.
Bro, look, you can take 2 losses. Look at this. You could take 2 losses, and if you change the angle a little bit, you got a
winner.
Oh, shit! Better watch out.
Look at some booty.
All right, man.
All right, dude.
Anyway, avoid burnout.
Yeah, don't over assess yourself and bring yourself down. You're doing good, and you're okay.
You're okay.
You're okay. If you're alive, you're okay.
And it's okay to get off social media or detox yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do whatever means necessary to make yourself happy.
Do you,
bruh.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, dude. Later.
Peace.
Peace out.